The sound will get better. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw the first 2.5 minutes, but we should be back now. So, the reason why well, I don't know if you watched today's, this morning's live and the pre-lift live, but Mike came over and we fixed the corner of the labyrinth. Some people call it the garage. Some people call it the labyrinth. But either way, no more leaky corner as long as we did our job right. Oh, we did some shoveling. We did some chiseling. All right, what's up, Josh? What's up, Drew? Josh has just woke up. Well, it's time to hit the gym, Drew. Time for gains, you know? but I won't be on here too long. Um, Maybe another 20 or 30 minutes, maybe something like that. It's not a super long workout, just a nice, easy recovery workout. But anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Arm wrestling, powerlifting, gym stuff. Well, I guess arm wrestlers do legs once in a while. I mostly do them in my recovery workouts. It's been a while since I squatted or deadlifted really heavy. So if you can't see what I did on that set, what I'm doing over here is a nice riser exercise. All I'm doing, I'm keeping my elbow locked on this one, and I'm trying to rise through that knuckle. Um, so Josh says, does your body naturally produce less testosterone if you neglect working legs since the quads are the biggest muscles? Um, I would think, in theory, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's interesting. I don't have any science, but I would think in theory it does. You know, but I'm sure there's definitely studies on that. You know what I mean? Um, that's interesting. But speaking of the biggest muscles in the body, do you know what the biggest muscle in the body is? Gram per gram, because it's the quads are up there, but it's not the quads. But I know what you mean. It's definitely one of the biggest muscles. Oh, hello, Laurel. Thanks for watching. Just doing a little recovery workout over here. So I don't know if you saw that or not. That's a riser exercise, but this time similar to the last set, but different. This time the hand was static and the elbow was dynamic. So let me know if you have any questions while we're taking a break. Josh had a pretty good question. If you guys want to go check the last couple comments, give your opinion on that question. You know, but it's pretty interesting. There's definitely got to be some studies on it or something. And I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think the most accurate way to do that study would be like an athlete that is in a wheelchair, and then they also so that would be they'd have, I don't know, maybe if they did two studies with wheelchair users, and then never mind. I was gonna say, because they're not using their legs, but also like if they're if they're an athlete, they're they're definitely pushing themselves, so their upper body would be definitely pushed to the limit, you know what I mean? So there would definitely be some intensity in terms of how kind of like the same thinking. If you train your legs, you get the natural testosterone. But I don't know, that's interesting. How do you guys think would be the most accurate way to check that? You know what I mean? If training your legs and not training your legs is a big difference in naturally, producing testosterone. Well, that's interesting. Don't worry, we're still good. We're still good. Josh says natty arm wrestle because we all know 90% don't do legs against a natty powerlifter. Yeah, that could definitely be it. That could definitely be something. But I think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, sometimes when I train really, really hard on the arm wrestling table, my legs will even be sore sometimes. So I don't know, maybe arm wrestlers use their legs more than they think they do. You know, because you still got to stabilize. Plus, you know what I mean, there's a lot of twisting going on. But definitely, I don't know, it's interesting, you know. I guess we'll have to do a couple different studies. Oh, what's up, Sailor? So I got this wrist curl. I'll be it for the wrist curls. I think I got one more riser. That'll probably be it. So if you guys have any final questions or anything, let me know. So Sailor says, are you doing an open gym on Sunday? Yes, we are. I'm just not sure exactly what time. Probably 9 a.m. most likely. But open gym, be there or you're off the team. And that goes for everybody. So let's see. Josh says sore and black and blue from blasting them on the tables so you don't get ripped off the floor is different than sore legs from weighted squats. It's definitely different. You know what? Easy fix. We'll just have people do sit down only during the study. During the study, we'll just have them do sit down only. So we don't even have to worry about it. Sailor says we'll be there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more set of riser. You guys have any final questions or anything fun to talk about? Maybe now, that'd be a good time to put it in the comments. So this is the last exercise of the night. If you're wondering why I keep on turning around, checking out the garage door, we got a lot of black bears over here. Some of them are small, but there's one of them that's pretty big. And I don't want to be surprised by any Yogi Bears. So Josh says sit downs are rough with 2 F's. They're definitely interesting. It's definitely a lot more brute strength for the pin. But it's a thought for the study, you know, it's definitely a thought. Let's see. Sailor says let Frank loose on the bear. I could definitely do that. But the problem is Frank is on a diet, you know what I mean? So it takes a lot of work to keep Frank on a diet, mentally and physically. And it wouldn't make sense now to let Frank fill up on bear meat, you know? Well, that's definitely a good thought. That's definitely a good thought, you know? Let's see. Sailor says, poor Frank. I think he's living pretty good. I think he's living pretty good. But, all right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. If there's any final questions, I'll hang out for another 30 seconds. Maybe there's a comment, you know, somewhere in the 20-second delay. But, oh, there's something. Let's see. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Josh got a little muscle emoji. And I think that's a good way to end it right there, a little muscle emoji. So I want to say thank you very much for everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned a little something. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.